What's going on, TWP fam? Uh, at the moment, first off, how y'all been? Uh, I did not upload a video last week. A lot went on last week. Um, but how are you guys doing? How did everybody's week go? Did you trade this week? Are you still getting into trading? Uh, are you into these kind of videos? We're gonna get better. I definitely feel like I needed a week to check myself. Um, a lot of emotions going on. But essentially, what ended up happening was the last video I uploaded, I was $900 away from passing the combine. And with that kind of mindset of only needing $900, uh, I definitely had a crash out moment and missed the opportunity, blew the account, and actually failed the first combine. Then a couple of days go by, and the rebuild date shows up, but it also just so happened to be Easter. Hope everybody had a great Easter. But yeah, so the process took a little bit longer to reset the account because essentially what ended up happening was it failed on the same day, kind of, sort of the rebuild date. But because of Easter, they ended up resetting it for me. I'm assuming because like I was willing to pay the $50 if I didn't meet the requirements for the rebill, the free reset at rebill. But they gave me the reset due to whatever reasons. So definitely shout out to Topstep. So yeah, this is a brand new combine. We are at $50,000. You can see it on the screen. And let's get back to my reality check. So I was gonna upload a video uh, last week, letting you all know that definitely gotta put the actual ground rules in place and make sure that I'm following bit by bit the plan. Um, I would say that I was not really following a plan. I was really solely going based off of luck and gambling, and that's not sustainable. My anxiety was through the roof, and definitely it was just not looking too great. So today is the first day of me getting back in the combine. I took a week off to get myself together, clean up my room, actually make a place like an office kind of desk area to trade. And now you all see on my iPad um, the Tradeovate screen, but I'm also on my laptop with the Trading View screen. So essentially, you guys are seeing the ticks in the 5 minute chart, whereas on with candlesticks, whereas on my Trading View on my laptop, they are the Heikinashi candlesticks. And I did unfortunately miss this first one. Um, I think as of right now, I'm willing to miss it rather than second guess myself. Uh, I kind of went into detail for like new guidelines and new rules. They're really the same rules. It's just now I'm actually I actually put a description to the rules. Um, so now if ever I feel hesitant about the situation, like all the confluences aren't there, I will not take the trade, and that's fine. Um, And then the only way I can make a trade is if I have the screen recording on and I have my hardcover journal, like my notebook, to write down why I got in a trade, um, where I got into the trade, what was the risk to reward ratio that I was going for, and so on and so forth. Um, as far as the combine goes, and going forward, I plan to be willing to risk 3 contracts in a mini, like 3 mini contracts instead of micros. I believe that I can be a little bit more aggressive now that I've done this for a month now. I learned a lot from like the past experiences, and so now I'm willing to risk the minis. I'm willing to risk at least $500 to $700 a trade. And I know what you're thinking, like that's either going to fully take me out like within 3 days or it's going to help me pass in 3 days. The objective is to pass in 3 days, being hopeful that if I stick to my plan and only take a A+ setup, um, I will get there. So 3 mini contracts is $15 in the NASDAQ, and I'm only looking for $1,000. So essentially, like a 1-to-1, honestly, would be $1,000 depending on the tick movement. Um, so yeah, I'm always going for a 2-to-1 or a 3-to-1. But if it reaches $1,000, I will close it and be done for the day. I'm trying to plan to only do one trade per day for the combine, as I don't want to spend too much time in the markets. Want to just make the profits, clock out, go to bed. I am willing to risk my sleep now, just to watch the markets. And I think now that I have like the little office desk area set up, I'm not in my bed already because I was doing the trades in my bed, and so it was harder to stay up because, well, I'm in my bed, I'm already comfy. Uh, so yeah, so definitely can't wait to get a little bit more advanced where I can show you guys me live trading. Um, and you guys can sit here and chill vibe, probably put some lo-fi beats on in the background, and we just chill and trade. Now, the reason I didn't take this first trade, um, which at this point I guess I should show you on this screen. The reason I did not take this first trade, which would have been right here for a 3-to-1. Let's see. We'll put it back to where we found it. Then roll that up. The reason I didn't take this one was because if you look a little bit closer, not at the ad, but if you look a little bit closer and you look at the VWAP and the moving average, uh, the market is somewhat in between that, as in it doesn't really know which direction it was going to go in. So I didn't want to get in and then that be like my only trade for the day and then I lose it. But it was a winning trade, and that one candlestick that went up after that doji, that was $1,000, and I would have been done for the day already. But it's fine. I'm not gonna lie, I was on my phone at the same time, so essentially I missed the breakout. Um, what are we looking for? Well, essentially this would have also been another trade opportunity, but I'm hesitant because of the VWAP and the moving average. Because we're literally around that area, it is just really hard for me to want to take that trade. Now, if we end up there the whole entire night, then I will at least risk it one time. But as you can see, you would get in after the two clean Heikenhashi candles. Excuse me. If the next one is a doji, you would essentially get in after the close of the doji, and you would go for your either 1-to-1 or your 1-to-2, 1-to-3, risk to reward, and the rest is history. So we can sit and watch this together, uh, and we'll see if this was another opportunity that I missed because it does not meet all my requirements. Now, essentially, I will take a B+ setup, which a B+ setup to me is having it around the area if I know for a fact the market is moving. But because the market literally just opened, we're just gonna let it play out for a little bit. It's only 6:41 Eastern Standard Time, so definitely we're just gonna play it by ear for the moment. What's going on, TWP fam? We are now on Tuesday. Tuesday's trading session. Haven't made any trades yet. Had a late start. Didn't see it at 6 o'clock open. But I don't even think I'm logged in on my iPad. I also forgot to plug up my iPad, so we're at 52% on there. Don't think I'm going to record as long as I did yesterday. But yeah, might see a potential setup happening right now on the 5-minute chart. We shall see. What's going on, TWP fam? A little bit late logging in, but we can see it's a clear gap down. We are still 500 under, basically. Yeah, $544 to be exact. And we are now gonna look at the charts for the first time. I'm logging in on my laptop. And then just so you can see what's on my TradingView app, because this is what I actually trade on. Very, very wiki. Not so far for the open, but for like overall direction and indecision. I'm gonna put one there. And then actually, yeah, we're gonna leave that right there. I would say if anything, it's trying to come back into like this general zone here. Possible retest of this area right there. So we shall see. If anything, like, is this a range? Let's see. Got that, and then if we do another one, can we make it down here? Is that what we're aiming for? Now we just have to wait and see. Made it to 610. Are we gonna break through, or are we gonna pull it back up? And if we do pull it back up, is it gonna be a doji? And like, do I take my chances for that one? Let's go back to the ticks. Let's go back to the ticks. All right, do we chance it? Do I chance trying to get into there?
going to stay calm, cool, calm, collected. We got a minute and 10 seconds left in this candle. Definitely just trying to stay calm. Not gonna lie, heart rate is definitely flying, but we're gonna move that into profit. So that way, if anything, we secure something. But definitely, hopefully 20 seconds left in the candle. Hopefully we're flying high. Hopefully. Honestly, if it hits 1,000, I'll be okay, and I'll close it. If it gets that high, we shall see. It's not looking too favorable, but we shall see. Hopefully it goes up a little bit higher. We're crashing for the moment, but we're gonna hold it steady. We're gonna move this to the open high. Hopefully it doesn't stop me out. It looks like it's gonna stop me out. And come on, push a little higher. Come on. Come on, push a little higher. I don't know how it stopped me for just one, but it stopped me out for just one, and that was a gain of 140. Really hoping to maximize and just have it fly just a little bit higher. Really just hoping that one more candle should push me up a tad bit higher. We have 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in this one. Still aiming for the 1500. That would be lovely. That would be very, very lovely. We just filled that gap, so let's see if we can push it a little bit further. 3 minutes left in the candle. It was a pretty high doji, like it was a pretty large doji actually. But yeah, we're just gonna hold on to it for a little bit. I think one more candle should do the trick. 2.5 minutes left in this candle. Let's see. We're breathing. Anxiety is a little bit calmer. You know, we're just trying to test the limits here. Trying to secure a little bit higher. At this point, I'm just trailing my stop loss because I would like to very much keep these wins. There's 2 minutes left in this candle. Really just looking for one more bullish candle, Heikkanashi candle, to solidify that we are going up. Doesn't look to go that way. Might stop me out right now. But we're hoping for the best. We're pushing back down. Sellers have entered the chat. Let's see if the buyers could keep the momentum. Alright, it stopped me out. Alright, so 560. That basically puts me back at break even. Up to $2 basically for the day. And honestly, I think we're just gonna stick to what I said with the one trade. Uh, Not what I was looking for. Could be my fault because I trailed the stop loss a little bit too soon. Didn't really allow it to breathe. However, basically we made 500 on Sunday, then we lost 500. Well, we lost 1,000 yesterday, which was Monday, and then to make the 500 back today, I'll take it. I'll take it. So we're just gonna chart that for the day. Look at that, nice easy win. It's 6:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it did flow back down. Sellers got back in, so we're gonna log out.
What's going on, TWP fam? I guess since I'm gonna do a weekly recap, I guess I really don't really have to say hi to you every day, huh? But anyway, today is Wednesday, technically, but we are on Thursday's trading session. It's currently 8:41 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am late to the ball, but it doesn't look like I've missed much. Let me switch it to the chart that I'm looking at, so that way you guys can keep up with where I am. Are you new to trading? Are you getting into trading? Have I told you about trading? Uh, Definitely make sure you read my risk disclosure. I made it myself. I'm pretty sure you could tell. It doesn't really look very professional, and that's what I am not. I am not a professional, and this is a very risky job. So don't use it if you can't afford to lose it. Is the message for today. We can see where the open high was at 6 o'clock. Not really much movement. It's very wicky on both sides, so a lot of indecision in the mix. We did cash in with $560 um, last night. Um, so yeah, so definitely, yeah. Is today going to be a trading day? Will I be cashing in, or will I not be touching anything until tomorrow morning around the New York session? I'm not sure. Tomorrow I usually do my open close at my job, so definitely it's always a risk to try and do stuff while you're at work because you want to keep your attention to your job. Don't want to lose your job or anything. So we shall see. We'll sit here for a little bit. Um, and if we get a signal, if we get like a move or something like that that tells me I trust my gut and my spirit, we will attempt the trade. As always, we are always risking $555 in the hopes of getting $1,000 or a little bit more. We are currently sitting at $50,002.96. So we're really just back to break even with a $2.96 head start. Yeah, we're still cool, calm, collected. If I'm gonna lose it, I'm gonna lose it. Um, I think I want to win this so bad, like I want to pass this so bad, but I know that eventually I will. And, you know, these are all learning experiences. I'm going with what I've learned. Technically, it should be too clean. Yeah, it closed me out. All right, so we are down 500 again. And yeah, let me just finish what I was gonna say. But I think because of the indecision here, I think this should have been a no trade, or at least wait until we got away from this area of where there's a whole bunch of indecision, and a lot of people are in the market at the moment around these prices. So I think this would have been definitely the perfect time to not trade, um, or at least waited until the doji was done to verify which direction we were going in. And we can watch it together. Let's see. We can watch it together to see where it's going to end up going. Did I get in too soon? Or was I wrong altogether? We are basically hovering around the open high of the hour. I mean of the night. So um, yeah. So at the moment it is a bullish candle, and we may have gotten in a little bit too early, but that is okay. We are not we're not going to trade again. We're not going to, you know, hinder ourselves because this is a red day. And so far, it's been a green day, then a red day, then a green day, and then now we're back to a red day. And this is kind of giving me the pattern of how it was when I first signed up for the combine last month. The first week, I lost 500. Then the second week, I made 500. And it's funny because those were weeks. So far, I'm doing a lot better of, everyday trading, just taking my time, sitting still, being patient, keeping calm. And yeah, so it is unfortunate, but that means I can head to bed early. I will check the markets again when it's time for me to get up for my job. And yeah, we'll check back in tomorrow night, which would be Thursday night, but Friday's session. So yeah.
Good morning, TWP fam. Um, we're definitely late to the party, or I guess we're early. 6:30 a.m. It's Friday morning, Eastern Standard Time. Gonna see if I can catch a trade before I have to get ready for my 9 to 5. I feel like I should be able to catch a few ticks. My alarm's gonna go off at 8:05, so we shall see. We gotta break past that. Do we try it? Do we trust it? We're gonna try it. Probably gonna lose it, but we're gonna try it and trust it. Alright, TWP fam. That was my second combine attempt. Uh, I did end up trading one more time as I was getting ready for work, and that actually it started as a win. It was up like $580. Um, and instead of just closing it there, I was trying to be greedy and try to make at least 1,500 to try and get myself back up to the $50,000 range. And unfortunately, that broke a rule. Um, so I did unfortunately lose this combine within a week. Overall thoughts: the first month I was really scared and hesitant, and I was gambling. Anxiety was high. I was doing like 90 trades a day. This week, you guys can clearly see that I had a good game plan, and based off of last month trading like 90 trades a day, I only broke my rule twice this week, which would have been Friday, which you're looking at right now, and then Tuesday, when I ended up doing 4 trades and they were all losing trades. So we're gonna keep at it. Uh, I'm not sure if I'm going to just reset the account and keep going, or really just take advantage of the practice until my rebuild date. But I will keep you all posted. I do believe that the market is going to be the journey that I follow, and I know that I will become a full-time profitable trader. Um, it's just these are the lessons that you have to go through. The biggest things are how many how many no's will I get? What I how many no's will I have to go through in order to get my first yes? I'm not sure. This is really only the second one, and yeah, we're getting better day by day, week by week, and I'll see you all in the next video.